King Sunny Bononi. Welcome to Breakaway Racing League. Tonight is the tier threes. Just waiting for the drivers to just fill up the lobby so we can reach the minimum amount of drivers needed for a race. But we are going to give some of the drivers that are returning from load shedding just 5 minutes to power up. So yeah, I'll be back just before qualifying. Hey, Eskom is spoiling our fun. Hey, we're suffering. But ke re-tlaring. So just waiting for the drivers to join, and I'll be back to you soon. Welcome to our three viewers. For now, we're just currently waiting for drivers to join. I think some were surprised by firmware updates, so they're just updating their firmware, and others might be returning from load shedding. And you know how they make sure they take the power at 7 on the dot, but when the return is, maybe they return it at 21:03:04. So we're just gonna give those drivers a chance, and then we should be starting quali at around 7 minutes past 9. So just please bear with us as we wait to see other drivers join. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for one more driver who seems to be having an issue with log again. So just giving him 2 minutes to just restart his game and then join in the fun. So I think the race or the quali will start at in exactly 3 minutes. So that's your 21:10. That's to ensure we have enough time to finish the race before the next load shedding cycle, which is 10 p.m. So grab a popcorn, your snack, your tea if you are on KZN or in the cold climates right now. Grab your hot chocolates and watch our tier threes battle it out in Britain. So expecting a pretty frantic race, especially for the first corner. You know how fast the right hander is. So I'm hoping there's not too much carnage there in the first corner because yeah, nah. Some drivers do not leave space, but I'm hoping because we have some veterans here, so I'm hoping the driver etiquette is there for most of the drivers. Uh, okay, one of the drivers is having issues joining. I think we're gonna have to start without him because we're running fears of actually not finishing the race. I'm afraid we're gonna have to start without him. Okay, ready up, gents. I hope they're reading up. Um, as we start quali, I'm hoping that he can join. He is back. Unfortunately, we have to go because we run the risk of actually overlapping into the 10 p.m. slots of load shedding. So, unfortunately, we have to go, go, go. 10 drivers in. Everyone is safe, not safe, but everyone gets points today. So, you get a point. It's a breakaway, win free F1 show. So, everyone gets points. Ooh, okay. It's not raining, but it's a bit cloudy. Could be raining in the race though, so hey, we're gonna see what happens. Drivers are still just putting in their setups, getting ready for their one-shot quali. As Eminem said, you only have one shot, and not it's a chance to blow. That's what tier three is. You have one shot to do it. If you invalidate, back to the grid for you. which is a bit stressful if you think about it. So you might not actually go as fast as you can if you had like multiple laps to try and go, because you try to go fast, but you have to play it safe as well. So okay, drivers are reading up, setups are in, they're about to start. I'm also drinking tea, hot chocolates, as Kid K, expensive hot chocolates, as Kid K said. So I'm just having my rooibos tea. I'm a bit of under the weather. I think in Zulu wasn't good early last night. It was pretty cold last night, so my throat has been acting up this whole day. So I'm just trying to heat up and make sure that this flu doesn't join and enter my body. Okay, let's go. Lipo in first. Okay, first corner. Let's see how things change. Obviously, they'll change the first corner. Okay, Lipo is still in front. Okay, Lipo still in front. Taking it clean. Nice exit from Lipo there. He forgets to turn on his DRS. That's gonna hurt him. I think he thinks DRS is automatic, so that that relegates him to P5 just from not opening his DRS. Lipo. Then Debo Croc is first. Debo Croc actually showed a lot of pace in our friendlies yesterday, so I'm expecting to see a lot from him today. Along with Fence, Fence is another one who's a bit who has pace. And then we have Fana third, and then Lindo in fourth, Mike Tyson in fifth. I want to see if Lipo, okay, DRS is on for Debo. I want to see if Lipo still hasn't, Lipo still didn't have his DRS on. And that is hurting him. Crash has invalidated Debo Croc final corner. And the powers to the start finish line. P1. But Fana, I think Fana had a moment in the last corner because he was running second, but he finished. Then we have Fence in second, Mike Tyson in third, made up two places from the start of the third sector. Then we have Lindo in fourth, and then Fana Finder back down places as I mentioned. I think there was a mistake on the final lap. Standing and just wait for the animation to roll through. So yes, uh, Crash Mkhize obviously invalidated. SEMA rules DSQ'd again. One delicious in no time. Might have it didn't have didn't finish in the allocated time, I think. Then we have Debo Croc in first, Fencer in second, Mike Tyson in third, Celindo in fourth, Fana Finder in fifth. I am Lipo sixth, the man who didn't switch on his DRS. Then we have Wenger in seventh. Okay, now we want to see what happens in the first corner. I hope they leave each other space. I hope they leave each other space. That's what I'm gonna say. You're gonna have to forgive me. Luckily, it's a clear weather for them. There's no rain. It usually rains here for the tier twos and the tier ones in Silverstone, so they're lucky that it's not raining today. It's nice and sunny. Hope drivers don't forget to turn down their tire pressures because they might be overheating in this heat. Let's go. Tier 3 seems to be the only tier that's racing. Okay, I'm gonna need to, sorry, I'm gonna need to, oh shit, I'm gonna do it later. And the lights out and away they go. Okay, Debo Croc has a good start. I think Fence had a good start also. First corner. Okay, no carnage, nice and clean for everyone. Ooh, and then Debo Croc. What happened to Debo there? As he falls down the order. He came out on his own. And then Simaru's also spinning out and Finder also spinning out. And then Fence capitalized from second is up into first position with Lindo in second, Mike Tyson in third, and I am Lipo in fourth. So the AlphaTauri is running in formation there. And then Wandile Shazi, what a start from him. From almost at the back of the grid, is up into fifth. So let's look at the position changes. Oh, Wandile Shazi and Crash and Cheese are the biggest movers in terms of gaining positions. They're up 3 poles. The Debo Croc dropped 7 positions. What a terrible start from Debo as he tries to make positions up as he overtakes Crash. Does he make the move stick? No, he doesn't. Crash stays in front. Then Finder and Sima, and then Crash keeps spinning. I don't know what is happening with Crash. And then Sima rules and Finder also other drivers that keep on spinning. So let's look at the tires also. Tires only Fence started with the mediums. So he's in the box seat right now because he's leading this race. He has a 1.9 second gap to the car behind, and he'll be on a softer tire at the end of the race. So let's see if Lindo and Tyson can catch up to him and use those soft tires to their advantage. As one of the shares, he makes a move on Iron Lipo and actually separates the AlphaTauris. One delicious on Mike Tyson's gearbox. He's landing up in moves. The Fence is still up in first, 2 second gap. Let's look at one delicious whether he tries to make a move on Tyson. It might be a bit far. Okay, but he has the straight coming up, so let's see if he can actually get some spaces through Megas and Beckett. Okay, the gap. Oh yes, it's against 2/10 of Megas and Beckett, and he took them cleanly. I think Tyson might be under pressure here going to the right-hander. Let's see what Wandile does. Okay, Wandile, I think he's waiting for DRS. Oh, it goes on the inside. It makes a dive. They touch. But luckily nobody. Oh, then Tyson spins. I think Shazi is to blame there in the late move. Might have caught Tyson off guard and then forced him into that mistake that made him spin. But luckily there's no damage for both drivers, so that means they won't have to pit early. But it has just definitely hurt both their races. As one day was running fourth and Tyson was also running fourth, and then they were running fifth, and now they've been overtaken by Debo, and we know Debo has pace because of the fact that he actually started on pole, and he just at that moment at the start, so which caused him to lose all those positions. So I think Debo will just make light work on Lipo here as he goes on the inside. Oh yes, it goes on the inside for the right-hander. Max Verstappen and Hamilton corner, and he makes it move stick through Megas and Beckett we go. Okay, Tyson is in 8th. Sima pitted for mediums. I think Sima is pitted twice. Not let's see how many stops. Oh, it's only once. Okay. No penalties yet to speak of. Position changes. Just Fence running on his own. He has a 6 second gap on the car behind as he sets another fastest lap. Salindo gets a 3 second time penalty in second with Devo Croc. He was breathing down his neck. He wants to take his position back. As I think so, in that lap, Debo and Wandile Sheze actually overtook him, Lipo. So let's see them move up. So these are the only close cars right now. So Lipo with DRS. Let's see what Wandile Sheze does. So Lipo is a bit too far. Debo is actually extending the pressure on the Sheze now. Extended the gap. People are saying I want my position back, but I think Spencer is a bit too far now, considering the pace that also Spencer has. I just think my audio is a bit too high for the game, so let me just switch that down a bit. I hope now it's fine. I think I took it higher. Wait. Okay. So now we have Divo Croc actually chasing down Lindo. He's actually 6 cents off. Let's see how this goes. Divo was landing up in this. He's definitely gonna take him on the DRS. Oh, as he spins, Divo spins. Oh, missed opportunity there. One chance to overtake him and need to overtake him. So he must be facing himself there, Divo Croc. Another mistake from him. Another unprovoked mistake, I must add. He's driving with ERS on in turning zones. That might be where the issue is for him. So he just added more work for himself to do. And it was just they're headed towards pit windows right now. So Simaru spinning, being after being lapped. Sorry. Also forgive me. Yeah, I'm not 100% well. Let's see. Sima seems to be under pressure from Wandile Chevy. As we saw, Lindo turning the Ferrari into a lawnmower. Wandile Chevy going wide a bit. Or Wandile Chevy goes into the pits. I think Lindo is gonna push himself because right now he's about to do more laps on the soft than he will on the medium. Because of extending his stint. He should have kept it. Sima rules get a 10-second time penalty. Oh, I think he just lawn mowed the grass there. So Selindo extending with Wenger in also extending the substance. Tyson also extending. I think they all should be coming in the next lap because it doesn't make sense to run more laps on the softs than you do on the mediums. Let's see, find and crash all in the pits. Crash has taken mediums. Find he has to go into mediums also. Then we have Simaru. The man has been spinning. He has to go to softs, yes. He goes on to softs. Even though he started on softs, I think he had a crash in the first lap. Okay. As things stand, Spencer with a healthy advantage up in front of 15 seconds to Salindo. Then Wenger in third. Okay, Wenger in has the time penalty, so that gives Tyson something to fight for there. And then you have Wenger, and then we have Wandile Shezi 7 seconds back of Tyson. Then I'm Lipo 2 seconds back. Then I'm Debo is about to try and overtake Lipo. Let's see if he can pull this move off. Has Lipo stopped? Okay, Tyson goes into the pit. And he goes down the order. Okay, Debo Croc wants to make this move. As they overtake Lindo, who was running in second after his pit. He comes out just behind Debo Croc. Obviously in cold tire, so you can't really take part in the fight. Let's see if Debo Croc can make this move. And yes, he does. And he gives him. Nice move from Debo Croc. Unfortunately, picks up a penalty while making that move. But Debo Croc out now, trying to chase down Wandile Shezi, who's 5 seconds up the road. Tires. Let's look at tires. So tires, Wenger in on 6 lap all tires. I think he stopped because he had a straightaway moment in the start of the race in lap 2. I think he can actually take this tire to the end. Yeah, I think he can. I hope he knows that and he doesn't need to stop again. But up in front, Fencer is having a stroll in the park. 37 seconds to the gap, the car behind him, and he has stopped for his stop. He puts in a purple first sector, so this might be the fastest lap. As one did the shares it took Debo Croc. What happened there? Okay, I think Debo must have had another moment. But let's just look at what's happening between them. Then I'm Lipo behind with Celindo also following suit. Wenger is in the pits. Wenger in shouldn't have pitted. Wenger. The laps left in the own mediums. Exit goes wide on the exit. Wenger. You shouldn't have pitted, bro. You shouldn't have pitted, bro. Fence a 41-second lead. Yeah, Ned, this man can pit and take on softs and try to go for the fastest lap. Let's see if he doesn't have it. Let's see the first. Oh, he has the fastest lap, so he doesn't actually need to pit. What a dominant drive from Fence here. Congratulations in second. Debo Croc trying to get within the DRS. He's currently within DRS. However, the issue is that there are no DRS zones until the first sector. In the middle of the first. One issue is it picks up a penalty. He had a buffer to Debo Croc because Debo Croc has a penalty every day, and he just throw away his only advantage in this fight. And I think Debo Croc might actually make use of this DRS race and not the one in sector 3. But let's see how it turns out. Debo Croc facing DRS is off. ERS is off, I mean. So he's signing up to move for the third sector DRS. Interesting to see the different lines that the drivers are taking. One delay says he's taking a tight line in there, that's why you see it go a bit wide. Debo Croc had to lift off, and then one delay says was able to open up a gap. But it looks like Debo Croc is gonna be getting DRS easily, he's not. So one delay says will leave to fight another game. So these are the only cars that are actually close. Those are the only drivers that are actually close with each other. So we'll just stay with them and just watch out for yellow flags to see if anyone spins. Otherwise, we're just gonna stay with the spies of One Delicious and Debo Croc as are the closest guys on track to each other, and we're actually fighting. Okay, Super Tire Life. Oh, Fencer has gone in for softs. I called it that Fencer could just go in and take a pair of softs and still be able to come out in the lead. He still has a 13 seconds gap to number two, which is One Delicious and Debo Croc. And this is actually helping Fencer because they are fighting. So by them fighting, they're not setting faster laps and they're also losing time to Fencer. So even as he goes through to the tire warm-up phase, he still has nothing to worry about because the guys are not catching him. Okay, Debo Croc DRS on the final DRS of the lap. This is closer for first sector. He needs to just make sure he stays close. Maybe try and make a move in the first DRS zone or line up and move. But the issue is he's losing a lot of time in the second sector. As they go up first two corners. Debo Croc still 3 tenths, 4 tenths. He needs to try and make a move here now. Because the way that they're taking is just to make us infected with losing time there. It's not close enough to actually make the move effectively. There's a good part there. As he goes up, as he pushes nose on the inside, giving One Delicious something to think about. Ooh, slow. Ooh! As they touch, I think he hit One Delicious's rear wheel there and he spun. I think the stewards are gonna be busy today, but he didn't need to do that. He just needed to stay behind and then make sure he's close enough to get the DRS down the back straight. As Fencer says, the fastest lap, which is I think it's close to a second to what everyone is setting. Let's see. Yes, he's a second faster than anyone on track. Granted, this is on new softs, but still, Fencer with a phenomenal drive today. Hasn't made a mistake. Everyone else around him has made mistakes. So, certainly deserves this victory. Another proper first sector for him in the penultimate lap. Okay, we'll just see the progress of that lap, whether he actually gets another fastest lap. Yeah, so it's been a phenomenal drive from Fencer. 41 seconds in 9 laps. That's pretty. That's a big gap. It is really a big gap. So we're gonna have to ask the other drivers, where were they? What were they doing when one man was leading them for 41 seconds and after 9 laps? But hey, yeah, sometimes it's just not your day. So look at Debo, he had phone and he had 2 seconds. I think he took phone by 2 seconds, but made a mistake at the start. He spun again, and then he spun again now after starting what did they say? So he had the pace, the just that his race betrayed him. So I think for him it's the drawing board and yeah, just to work on that race trim or race pace. As Fencer goes purple again in the first sector. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yes, I think Sickler is right. I think Debo might have not lowered his tire temps because he was spinning a lot on the soft since on the soft stint, and usually the softs are the tires that usually overheat the most because they are the softest compound. So the mediums and hards don't usually overheat the same way on the same setup. So yeah, it could be the fact that he didn't lower his pressures. That's why he kept spinning in the first stint on softs, which is pretty unfortunate. And I hope he learns from that mistake and he never does it because he threw away a win here. As we ride along with Fence turning the penultimate corner, turning the last corner, as Fence takes victory in Tier 3 British Grand Prix. Wandile Shezi going on the Wenger in with another penalty. I think let's just open the penalties. So most people are actually safe with the penalties, even though they have penalties. Wandile Shezi takes second. Debo Krog takes third. I am Lipo, the man who didn't open DRS, takes fourth. This is the second race in breakaway league as he almost goes into the wall in the final corner. Salido in fifth with a 6 second time penalty, which won't matter because Tyson was far off. So even after the penalty is factored in, he won't be losing any positions. Mike Tyson comes in sixth. He also had the unfortunate spin there when he tangled it with someone in the opening stint with Fana Finder in seventh, followed closely by Wenger in the teammates running in formation. They'll stay as they are because Wenger in had a penalty. Then they have Christian Kiese in ninth. Breakaway. Okay, Sema Rules was lapped, so he has finished. He's gonna. Ooh! I will crash! I will crash! I will Christian Kiese was done. Yo, don't take away anything but that Spencer drive. What a drive from him, no mistake. After Debo made the mistake, he made sure he kept it clean and just pulled a gap, a 41-second gap in 9 laps. What a drive. So there you have it. Fence in first, Fence with the fastest lap. Again, with the fastest lap. Wandile Shezi P2, Debo Croc P3, I am Lipo P4, Celindo P5, Mike Tyson P6, Fana Finder P7, Wenger in P8, Crasham Keys at P9, almost crashed at the in the final corner, and then Simarus in P10. Oh, I need to correct this. Fence only stopped once, I think, because it started on mediums, so he just made a longer stint on the softs, on the mediums. I mean, that's why he had that gap to the cars behind. So he just took his stint on the mediums longer than other people did. So that's why that gap. But yeah, Debo Krog must be kicking himself for that mistake. Tier 3. At least all drivers finished because every driver was within the points today, so no one DNF'd. So we'll see you tomorrow for hopefully, let me just say that hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Escom, I hope they play ball tomorrow, and we have Tier 1 racing, British Grand Prix. We're hoping and praying we have enough drivers. Other than that, it's your boy Koboza. I'll see you tomorrow on track if I'm racing. And good night. Oh, and on the description of the video, there's a Discord link if you want to join our Discord. And there's also our YouTube page link. So just click there to join the YouTube to see the latest announcements, and also to join Discord to chill and talk to drivers and see the standings and everything that's breakaway related. Other than that, good night and have a lovely evening.